All right, we are now at the writing a data and discussion section of our inquiry packet. So far, we've collected a whole bunch of information, and now we need to start organizing it into a way that we can present it in a lab report. So in our data section, because we're already at our data section, we've already completed up to and including the procedure. Now we need to write the data section. In the data section, we're going to include only the tables, the data that you collected with quantitative and qualitative data. So how green your plant was, how many centimeters it grew, just the table, not the graph. You're not going to put the graph in this section because because a graph is breaking information down and analyzing it. You're going to be analyzing information in your discussion section. That's the goal of the discussion section, is to break down the data that you presented. And so in your discussion section, we have a copy of the format right here. So you're going to want to include a discussion of your results. So what happened? What did your data show you? Did it support or refute your hypothesis? Why? I want you to write that down on this piece of paper. Why did you get that data? So what happened and why did that happen? So this is the important section. This is the fireworks, the exciting part of the lab report. This is where I want you to spend lots of time. Don't spend lots of time in the data section. You just need to put your data table there. Here, you're going to put your graph. Then you're going to discuss your graph. You're going to say, this is what happened. This graph clearly shows that this is what happened. And then you're going to tell me why you think that happened. You're also going to tell me whether or not this supported or refuted your hypothesis. And then finally, you're going to talk about any possible sources of error. So did something happen to your plant? Did it not receive water for 3 days and you came back and it looked really wilted and the soil was dry? Could that possibly have affected your plant? Is it that maybe the stem broke the second day and it hasn't been growing well after that? So possible errors that might have affected the outcome. And that is the data and the discussion section. The next section is going to be your conclusion section. And make sure that when you're writing your conclusion section for your lab report, that it's very simple and it only includes the information that we discuss in the next video. So the data section is super simple. The conclusion section is super simple. It's the discussion section that I want you to show me that you know how to think, that you are analyzing data, you're drawing conclusions, and you're explaining your reasoning with a graph and through your words. So make sure you refer to your graph. Say something like, as you can see, the graph shows that this, and this happened. So feel free to ask me questions, and good luck.